Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, today we will play with the mermaids. I've got the unicorns as well on the table and the tarot of desires. But in last night's live, I said don't ask for the mermaids. I was meant to have said don't ask for the unicorns. So maybe we're using the mermaids, but not yet. They were my words, but not yet. So today then, let's have a look. Are we recording? We are 27 seconds. So let's have a look at the mermaids. Let's have a look at the unicorns. We'll deal with those in a bit. Let's have some coffee. Mickey looks happy today, look. He's got his happy face on. Perfect temperature for the coffee. Okay. Let's have a look. Why has Mickey got his happy face on? Well, you can see that. I can see him looking a bit shocked. He's giving me a little wink here. Aye, aye. Why are you winking at me? Oh. Let's have a look at the mermaids, magical mermaids and dolphins, the oracle cards. Let's see what the energy is today. I listened to an awesome video earlier from Dolores Cannon, which I will put actually a link in the description box. It's like, give me like a thumbs up if you've listened to it, because it really does make sense. Listen to all of it. It's not actually her speaking, it's someone like reading her channelings, her messages. Very interesting. Give it a listen. Serious. I'm serious, seriously. So I came across it today. I also shared, I've shared them on the training academy. But before I shared that, or before that was drawn to me, I shared an Abraham Hicks recording, and it says you're meant to listen to this today. Not sure what that screaming was outside. And again. Okay. So listen to it. It talks about New Earth. It picks up a lot on what I discussed yesterday, especially about, I think they said, I don't know what year it was, but it kind of said about how we all went to sleep and actually a week passed and it felt like just, a night's sleep to us. So that were really kind of bring into alignment what I was saying about time slowing down. Have a listen to it. Okay, right. So there's this, and how they explain it about that it's a crossing over. You actually just decide, you make the decision, everyone has the choice. And some will not choose to come over into this new dimension. Anyway, it's fascinating. Okay. Right, let's have a look at this energy on the table. Sounded like a bit of a frustrated energy out there. We've got to explore your options. It's time to take a look. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make a change. Let me know when you've watched that video. I'm intrigued to see how many of you just put a comment. Just leave me a thumbs up emoji or something. And I want to know how many of you are actually serious. Okay. Regarding serving, it also talks about money. Money, why would we focus on money? Why would we be concerned about money when money really doesn't exist in our new dimension? So explore your options. Self-forgiveness, a lot of the material I shared today. Just check out the Training Academy, guys. because as I'm coming across it and listening to it, I'm sharing it with you. There's nothing that I've come across yet that I haven't shared. I haven't kind of like, it's like I want to vet it first, but normally I'm just within the first 2 minutes of it listening myself and I share it to you. Because I just have faith and trust it's what we all need to hear at this time. So we have self-forgiveness, let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And it spoke about the 2 things that you need to drop before you can actually enter. It talks about cutting out sugar, which was interesting. I thought that's interesting. But it said, but the 2 things that you do need to do to be able to cross over, it was letting go of worry. And I think it was about forgiveness. Okay. So let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And then we have the treasure chest. And I feel it's time now, guys. This video, it sounded like it was produced back in 2002. It spoke about 2012. Well, mirror that around, and that's this year, 2021. Also, there's the predictions of kind of what will be happening. Do we have a time to when this shift's going to happen? And many won't even realise that it has happened. But for light workers, it's like the energy I was speaking of yesterday. You wake up and it's like you see all the sign synchronizations. You're looking at the same world, but it looks so different. It's like, so knowing whether or not you're through. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now, treasure chest. And then we have dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. Okay. So today's the day we're going to look into this. Let's have a look at exploring your options. I am drawn to read from the book, but I feel like I want to just channel some messages first. So let's have a look at the magical unicorns. Okay, explore your options. Let's have a look at the magical unicorns. True. Yes, what you're asking about is the truth. Watch the videos, guys, that I'm sharing. Okay, so I don't want to delve too much into it. I shouldn't be sitting here explaining something that you can quite easily watch within and absorb, because it's not so much watching, you're listening. For 41 minutes of your time. Okay, so true. Explore your options. Then we've got self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Teamwork. Work with others to make this situation come about. That's what it's about. It's about us as the new souls. I made mention yesterday, I said I wanted to call them the newborns. And then this video spoke about the new souls. I thought this is interesting. Actually broke it down into age group. So it says that the late 40s to 50s are struggling in a certain department, and we're here to help assist with that. And then you have the ones in their 20s and 30s, and then you actually have like your teenagers. No, it's not even teenagers. They spoke about you being even as young as like 8, 9, that are these new souls that have been born to assist. It really just takes me to the 144,000. So how, like, it's like the accumulation of your life was for this moment in time, regardless of your age. It's actually the time in now, like in history, his story. So it's something to do with your story. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Okay. They refer to it as being a game, and that all of this was kind of to test you, to see whether or not you could actually hold the light through trauma, tragic challenges. And the ones that actually remain and do that and hold the light and choose to serve, they speak about us being like the disciples. Okay, so as we teach, just like with me sitting here, you guys pick it up and then you go on and share that information with others. Okay. So we have the treasure chest. We have it in our hands, look, the enlightenment. You know, it's about what you're creating, because dream big is next. Let go of small thoughts about yourself, see yourself succeeding. You have to create your own heaven here on earth first. Okay. Treasure chest. I also shared a really good video about the vaccine. So the 3 videos, that was with Abraham Hicks, the 3 videos that I've shared with you guys this morning on the Training Academy on Facebook, the Channel of Love Training Academy. You all can have access to that. It's not like a private group. And very relevant to listen to today. Treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now when you do the work, when you take it seriously. Thankful. Think about the people and things you feel grateful for. It's like you've been given the keys, guys. You're showing up, right time, right place. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Finish what you started. You started something important and now it's time to complete it. Very interesting reading. Okay. I'm putting this away because I feel like that's just a story in itself. Should we do a Celtic cross? Let's do a Celtic cross. Should we use the Tower of Desires? Let's use the Tower of Desires. We're dreaming big here. Okay. It's 12:50 if you would like to know what the time is. It's Saturday, the 5th of June. What's going on in here then? I don't know, it's like I was opening up a bag of tricks maybe. What's going on? Let's give you a nice clean, fresh slate. Okay. Where's my sunshine gone? Bring it back. Honey, honey. That's what it takes me to, Beyonce. Finally, you put my love on top. I think at the beginning of the song it says something about bring it back. I reckon we can get away with listening to the beginning of the song. I believe we have 10 seconds. Anyway. It's just the first part. We can read the lyrics. Okay. Oh, it's not bring the beat back. What did I say? It's bring the beat in. I want my sunshine, please. Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can't you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Interesting, I just looked up and kind of asked for my sun back. Have you got my sunshine? Okay, here it comes, look. Now everybody asks me why I'm smiling, out from ear to ear. They say love hurts. This is kind of like the winking energy. Look, he's smiling from ear to ear. So now everybody asks me why I'm smiling from ear to ear. They say love hurts. That's in brackets. Okay. But I know, and in brackets again, it's going to take the real work. Nothing's perfect, but it's worth it. After fighting through my tears and finally, you put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives your all. You're the one I can always call. When I need to make everything stop, finally, you put my love on top. Ooh, come on, baby. You put my love on top, top, top. top, top. You put my love on top. Ooh, ooh. Come on, baby. You put my love on top, 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 top. You put my love on top. My love on top. Do you like my top? Baby, I can hear the wind whip past my face as we dance the night away. And boy, your look, it tastes like a night of champagne as I kiss you again and again and again and again. Now everybody asks me why. I'm smiling from ear to ear. They say love hurts, but I know it's going to take the real work. Nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my tears, and finally you put me first. We go back to, baby, it's just a lot of baby, it's you. You're the one I love. Lots of. Continuous. That's nice. Thank you. Bring the beat. Bring the beat on. Not bring the beat back. Bring the beat back. Does it bring the beat on? Bring the beat in. The beat in. Bring the beat in. Okay. I don't think there's going to be any beating. I feel like there's the beating of the universal heartbeat, but I don't feel there's like conflict in beating. What should we talk about? Two of Cups. Who's pinning who down here? Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like the Divine Feminine pinning the Divine Masculine down here. You're both enlightened though. So in a way, you kind of like it. Okay. You kind of like the chase. Maybe you like the running away from it. Anyway, the feminine's here, she's pinned down the masculine. But he kind of likes it. Oh, he likes it when she's on top. When she puts his love on top. So we've got 2 cups here. I'm not sure why the cups are that colour and not golden. I don't feel a negative energy from it. I was feeling more about being as strong as, well, iron I was taken to. It's like a velvet glove, iron fist. Just with the colour here, it took me to the colour of velvet and that balloon in the background as well. Pop. You make me pop when you're on top. Pop, 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 pop to the top. Got some High School Musical going on again. Again? Wow. That's what we're talking about, the 2 of Cups. So let's have a look at the challenge. I was only going to clean my table off again from these little specks that keep appearing. And you've given me 2 more cards. Let's have a look at this. We're going to look at this card. It's bending. We're not broken, just bent. We can learn to love again. Queen of Cups. Okay. So Divine Feminine. Now the colour of your throne is taking me to the colour of the cups. There's fairies carrying her cup. I was actually taken to bronze first of all, and I thought, but that's not the colour of bronze. But bronze went through my mind. This is the colour of bronze. Copper. A copper. So I'm feeling the investigation work of the Divine Feminine. There's a darkness around the Divine Feminine. So it's kind of like the energy of she will attract what she desires. Okay. But I'm actually feeling like the Divine Masculine is fallen for this desire. It's nice to be so desired. Okay, so we got the desirable here. And I felt like the fairies, magical mermaids and dolphins, but I felt the fairies were present. If you have a look. On here, there's a fairy. What's that say there? Just oracle cards. Okay. So I'd say that this is the Divine Feminine as the oracle. So she kind of, she knew it. So it's a darker energy of the feminines here. That what she was doing would, it's like tempt the Divine Masculine. Even though it looks like he's being pinned down, but I feel like he's surrendered. It's kind of the energy of what's so wrong about being trapped by love that just wants to like consume you, every ounce of your being. Oh, are we doing a Celtic cross? Or are we just doing a story? We can just do a story. But I feel like I'm going to still use the position, so... Okay. So this will be the past energy. Seven of Swords. Now, we had this come up last time with the karmic energy. This is interesting. Because normally I would maybe say that that was a karmic card, with the Two of Cups being black, but I didn't feel that. I feel like this is maybe the contrast of somebody actually trying to trap the Divine Masculine. He's very aware that he is being trapped and he doesn't want it. Now it feels like it's a different story with the Divine Feminine. He's quite happy to allow her to be on top, be at the top. I feel like be on the top of her game. When I listen to the segment by Dolores, I actually thought to myself, any Divine Feminine would be crazy not to walk through to the new dimension just because they're waiting for their Divine Masculine. It's like you can't miss this opportunity. So with the Divine Feminine, there's this energy of the darkness, as in she knew that there was a different dimension to be explored, and there's nothing holding her back now. So she's going through. Okay. So there's no trapping here. The Divine Feminine's not trapping the Divine Masculine. She's going through to this new dimension. It feels like he's been kind of trapped in, but I don't know, Eden. Okay. Seeing as it's bronze here, this could be like the third attempt. Okay, for the feminine. It's like 3 times lucky. Queen of Cups. But we're still looking into the past, are we? Maybe the masculine is. Because this is the energy of the Divine Feminine. She's kind of dipped her... She might still be in this in-between world, but she knows it won't be long before she's, like, chosen to go fully into the new dimension. And then you're going to be separated from, like, the old earth. Okay, even though it will still exist, you will still exist within it, but in a new dimension. So this is the energy of the past, really, the karmic being kind of... I don't know, I feel like she gathers up... They look like arrows a little bit here. I don't know, feathers, like on the tips of the swords here. So it took me to like bow and arrow, but instead of like a bow, it was kind of coming out like a bowing. When you bow. I just feel that this one's... she's not coming through. Okay. Right, we're putting her over there. And also there's this energy of that she actually knew what she's doing or knows what she's doing. Because this is a crucial time, guys, for me to deliver this message to you, for you to hear this information, especially for the Divine Masculines if you're being trapped into a connection that you don't really want to be trapped in. It's a real crucial time. There's some decisions to be made because you may find yourself stuck in that dimension until the next big shift occurs. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, and then we've got the heartache. I don't know why I said Queen of Cups. We've got the Three of Swords, so leaving that behind. And this is the energy of what's happened in the past. And because of the darkness, I feel like this feminine, she's okay with it. She's okay with we're going that way. It's just the arrows that take me here. So if her bow's been taken away, she's just got arrows, and it feels like arrows just to stab into people. So she's going to join their party. So she's got her swords, no bow, so there's no like Cupid around, and that's because she made the decision not to awaken. Okay, not to change her life. But that's okay for her. Okay. So let's have a look at the current energy. It's like she's got her 3D goggles on. We're really operating, well, the new dimension is in the 5D. Let's have a look at the current energy. This one. Okay, so I spoke yesterday about practicing looking up until it's in the head. Okay. So I feel like this is definitely a big clue about being connected, allowing yourself to be connected. I feel like the divine's just streaming. Infinite possibilities upon you. Okay. Again, that ship's there. It's like it is plain sailing. This is the current energy. I feel masculine energy here. And I'm feeling, because he's got his head shaved, it's like a close shave. It's like the card of gratitude. Be thankful for being warned, told of what's occurring, what's really occurring. And then you can see for yourself. But you need to be made aware of it first, don't you? Feminine's here, keeping out the dark. Well, she's not even keeping it out. She's not even keeping it out. It just doesn't exist. Well, it does. But it's like not on her side of the wall. So I feel feeling the energy about where is the grass greener. Okay. So that's the current energy. You can already see that the bubble that's around her head and her arms, for some reason, it's like she's in a surrender position, as if, like they say, put your hands on your head. The police. So she puts her hands on her head, but it doesn't matter. Look how pure she is, and the bubble around her is the same colour as the ocean, so connected to the flow, divine. They can't even cross that wall. They can say, put your hands on your head, but it's just like, okay. It's like playing Simon Says. So put your hands on your head, just okay. So there's no like fight back. And it's just like you just kind of, I don't know what the energy is. It's like there's no fight. You just kind of go with the flow. And it's like, now what then? You've told me to put my hands on my head. And it feels because you're like abiding. You're just going with the flow, doing whatever divine brings forward. It's like they can't even cross. You've got this protected like, these are the warriors. This is fear. But you have a protective barrier here of 2, 4, 5 wands. So, there's a small little one here, the 6 of wands. But there's 5 wands which would take you to conflict, the 5 of wands. But there is a 6. Look, it's just a lot lower down. It's on its own here. Can you see it? Just here. Well, the 6 of wands is about your worth, knowing your worth. So you know you're protected. You don't really need to. It's just like, okay. You've got the magician's wand. It's the energy of there's nothing that will be asked of you that you're not here to do. Okay, so just go with the flow. Whatever occurs, just know you're protected. And it's the energy of you're untouchable. You're in a different dimension. And it's like they can sense it and they just have to stay away. They can't cross that boundary with you. Okay. So if they can't cross that boundary with you, They have to cross it on their own. It's like you can choose to cross over to the other side. They can easily step over this wall if they choose to drop their darkness. What's this in the background here? Because I'm counting the tips of 7 wands now, including the one that she's holding. But what's behind? What's this here? Because, what's that? That's not a wand. If we take that one out, I can count 5, and then I've got the one just here. But it's not attached to this. What's this here? So it's like there's someone in the crowd at the back. They're taller, they've got a higher perspective. I have a funny feeling, like, because they're craning their neck. And I'm talking about kind of craning your neck. So there is one in the crowd that's actually listening. And I feel they're going to come through and cross over the wall. Interesting. It's like a giraffe energy, because you could say that that is a woman's arm, but we don't actually know if they're masculines or feminines. They're part of a group. But there's someone here who's like craning their neck again in the background. So there is someone here who is seeing the truth, the divine truths now. Okay. So where did we get to? The current energy, which was looking up. What side of the wall do you want to be on? Okay, let's have a look into the future. 2 cards again. So we have the feminine. I'm feeling, yeah, this is the feminine here. I was going to say she's got a book, but I think she's actually got a cup of coffee. Or a cup of tea, maybe. It took me to tea leaves then, so both. What, a cup of tea and coffee? No. It's like a refreshment with a book, a good book. She's protected, 6 of Swords. And she's in the stream. Okay, she's in her canoe. She knew. She knows. So it's a very solitude energy, but it's the card of moving on. It means leaving challenging times and entering calmer waters. So she's dipped her toes in. Also speaks about, Dolores makes reference to a person that's been here many times. Okay. And then we have to kind of go back. But we can visit. It's like we can get there. It's not about visiting, but there's a point where we're going to be staying. Okay. And then we have the Page of Swords. So this is moving into the future. The Divine Masculine looks extremely strong. It also speaks about the physical vessel, about how you will actually appear to be taller than what you are. And it's a light. Your vessel will become a light vessel. Okay. You've got dandelion seeds here, so all the wishes. All your wishes are coming true. It's like, because I feel like there's so much smoke here, mistiness. It's like an out of the clearing? Okay. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. After the cleansing, the karma clearing, the Divine Masculine emerges as this light being. That's in the future. When's that? Well, oh, that's what I was talking about when the video was made. And I said, and they kind of asked how long. And they said, well, over the coming, not year, it was just years. And I thought, well, how long is that period of years? After that, I think it said it was in 2002 that was made. And I thought, well, that's quite a few years, isn't it? But over the coming years, it will be like decision time. Okay. And I feel like, well, if it's been since then, that's, well, it'd be 10 years, won't it? No, 20 years. Bloody hell. It'd be 20 years. If it was in 2002 that was kind of made, that audio, that channeling, and we're approaching 22, and I've been speaking about how 22 is the year of the power couples change. Okay. It makes sense. Should we have a look at what's the system behind the scenes? King of Cups. Takes me to the King of Wands energy. Do you not feel he looks like the King of Wands? Okay. So he's got his cup. It's silver. First of all, I thought it was a shark on his cup. It's a fish. But I want to take my kind of instant initial reaction to it as a shark. Silver. So it's kind of like bronze, silver. We're going for gold. That treasure chest. You know where that's found? In New Earth. Okay. So the King of Cups. Feels like he's coming out of the torment, the fire. He's enlightened. One of his hands is very... I would imagine that maybe he's starting to know. He's starting to know. I was going to say he's starting to notice that he's glowing. Okay. He's light. He has a light body now. Our diets are just naturally. It was one of the points where a lot of people will be worrying about I wasn't eating enough, and it's like, how do I explain to them? I need my vessel to be light so that it can be used in service. It needs to be clear. Okay. King of Cups. Where really they're suggesting, you need to feed yourself up, get a good meal in you. It's like, that makes me dense. It makes me a dunce. It makes me dense. I trust the divine when it comes to my diet, even including sugar. Okay. Even though it says to cut it out, I've taken it on board and I'm like, yeah, I'm not drawn to cut sugar out. That doesn't feel like it. Maybe I need the sugar. Who are we to question? But it's definitely something I took on board from that. It's like that's kind of the one thing that I do is have sugar. So, but then when I done this cup, I actually gave myself half a teaspoon less of sugar. Okay. So you just kind of, if I need to wean myself off of it, then I will. But it will happen naturally. You don't need to worry about whether you're doing things right or wrong. If you're allowing things to be, you should be able to see now what to do. So what's the system behind the scenes? The King of Cups. But very much in this wand energy of the King of Wands. Okay. He wants adventure and passion. And authenticity. Let's have a look at how you're feeling about this situation. Oh, excuse me. I'll pull some more cards because the energy's changed. And it's blocking me from talking about emotions, how we're... Oh my. I brought tears to my eyes. Okay, so it's a bit emotional to talk about. Okay, this is nice though. So we can skim over this. There's definitely a block in the throat here. We have the moon energy, so there's a lot of secrets. Oh my goodness, look. Look, makes all my eyes look dark. How's my eye all of a sudden gone dark like that? Is that what a tear can do? Let's bring it back. Oh my goodness, the heavy feels really heavy on my head. Okay. So we have two towers in the background. The moon is lots of secrets, and I was feeling, this is how you're feeling about the situation. And I feel like this wolf is pissing your life away. Okay. So you're looking very down and out. How this is affecting others, it's just the burden. Well, unless, like I've just stated, I've just picked up on that, is I can actually feel the transmutation of the burden. And this burden's been carried since Christmas time. I'm just taken to the snow-capped house here. So this energy festival took me to being left out in the cold. The Divine Masculine feels like he's going to be shut out. Okay, he's in darkness. Look, there is a path there. And that's like going to this new realm, this universe. This wolf is not going that way. It's like she's going to go like this energy. And he's just been left here. It feels like he's been left dry. I was going to say high and dry. He's going to get to the high part soon. He's been left high and dry. Okay. But there's this new realm here if he just follows that path. It feels like you're just going to wait for this wolf to get out of the picture, and as soon as this wolf's gone with her crown, whatever she's kind of, I feel like she's taken what she can. I felt that with the arrows here. These are things that they're soul-destroying things. So it's like she's taken away, I don't know what, your integrity, your reputation. She's done some damage to this man here where he's holding his head in shame. As soon as she's out of the picture, I would suggest this masculine here, get yourself up pretty quick and get your ass off down into this new realm. Because this has been carried for so long. Now what's interesting is I'm taken to the wands here, and if you have a look, this card's just spun onto its side. If you have a look at this from another angle, okay, you got the wands here, and I feel like this is him on the other side of the wands. Like I said, he's been left like high and dry, I said, when he needs to stand up so he can be seen. It's like, look to the sky. But he needed to be like on his side, I don't know, to be able to see from that perspective. So he needed to be on his side. Okay, that's about, I want to say, you being the biggest supporter of your own cause. How you're feeling about this? Not great, brings tears to your eyes, chokes you up talking about it. Heavy burden. His body's half in shadow and it's coming out into the light. And all I can feel is this stream of energy coming from behind the masculine here, through the air and also through the waters here. He's grounding himself, look. So he's on his knees. It's like he's crawling. What's he crawling towards? The bridge. 10 of Cups. And there's the Gold Cup. I feel like it's taken a long time. There's a feminine here. Her hair's short. So maybe around Christmas time, like your hair was short and then it's grown longer. So, or, because we're talking about like how your actual vessel changes to become a light vessel. So noticing the difference here, what I am noticing is that the Divine Feminine, she's kind of gone from her masculine energy with the yang being represented with the white to being a balanced being, masculine and feminine. It's integration of the rainbow bridge or the rainbow light. Okay. Is that a palace in the background there? I believe it is. So you kind of gone from that home to a palace. Okay. Picking up, oh, interesting. Over 20 years. There's a 10 and a 10 there. So where was you in 2002? Okay. And what has kind of transpired? What changes have occurred in 20 years? Outcome is the Empress. Really nice. It's a ring. It takes me for one. The whole energy takes me to a peacock's energy. The ring is the heart chakra. It's not actually on. It's on the index finger. Interesting. It took me to a kind of energy of sticking up your middle finger, but it's like you're doing this for love. In a way, it's kind of like fuck all. Fuck all. Fuck, you're doing fuck all. When it comes to love, you're just being love. The Empress here. I felt the energy of sticking your finger up to people like you're through. And it's just like for those non-believers, then you would just continue to live in your own little world. There was a comment in the Dolores segment that said the people that remain in like the old earth, they actually look at the people who went through to the new earth, and how they talk about those people will be, oh, them poor souls, they died with that belief, with believing that, believing in love, and they think we died. Like believing in nonsense, when actually they never even got a glimpse into what we was actually, how we was actually living. So, the Empress. It's beautiful energy. Let's go to the secret language of colour. I just saw aqua. There's a lot of aqua. I'm feeling the energy of in this card. Well, let's have a look at what card comes out, but I was feeling quite a lot of aqua. We've got amber. Awaken your creativity. Card number 15. So 15 is, let's say, the energy of darkness, and we have amber here. Awaken your creativity. When I went to Austria, look at the light around it, highlighting it. When I went to Austria, I visited a place called Rattenberg, and apparently has the smallest population in the world. I think in the world, anyway. It's got a population of about 300 people, but it has a crystal factory where they do glass blowing and hold on, that's the wrong place. I'm going to take you now to Salzburg. In Salzburg, they have a no, they had lots of different crystals, all crystals in Rattenberg, but they have like a, do we call it a showroom? It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let me show you. I'll show you because I can. So let me show you just some pictures of this. But it was in Salzburg. I'll get back to what I was saying. And there was a store, a shop, a little shop. And I went in there and it just had amber crystals. That was all it specialised in. So as I'm walking through, it's a beautiful glow in there. I haven't got any photographs of that. But as I was walking through, I've got to try and multitask. As I was walking through the shop, at the back there was like a kissing grotto. And then there was like a water, do we call it a water wheel? A water mill that was out the back. And if you didn't walk all the way through, you would never have found it. So I just want to show you just from Rattenberg, for such a small little community, obviously they pull in the tourists. I'm just trying to locate who I am, where I am, and get some photos up. Let me just have a look. I feel like Facebook's changed and... oh, there we go. It's kind of changed its layout. It's probably preparing. But let me show you Austria. Show you lots of pictures of Austria. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. But let me show you the crystals. Here we are. Okay. So this is kind of like, this was in Battenberg. This isn't the amber one, but it's taken me here. I know, okay, that's interesting, because on the ceiling I've got like, looks like there's a dinner being prepared. It's on the ceiling. Oh, we've got some owls here, lots of owls. This means something. When were these photos taken? August 2018. Got some owls here. What else have we got? This is quite stunning. There's like a great big bubble orb. And what's this we've got here? Oh, I think they're frogs. They're caterpillars. We have a lady here. What's going on with her? Now she's around dragon energy. All this is made out of glass, guys. Interesting. What's by her feet here? I think there might be some owls. And then there's this little stream here. Look, a tube full of bubbles. See by her feet? My goodness, look. It's highlighting the window. I noticed it highlights a saucepan that's over there. Okay. But I think that might be it. They were the photos that I took. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else here that is to do. I don't think I actually got any. I got a picture of the grotto, which was at the back, so I can show you that. I don't know if I've gone too far. Okay, so this is the grotto I was talking about. It's the Love Grotto. Just seeing if I can. This is a sign that was outside. I'll show you. And then this is the. It says one kiss for €1. And then I can't really. One kiss. I can't read what the sign says. One kiss in the. Something to be everlasting. Look, if you have a smooch in here and you put a donation of €1, it's like your love's going to be everlasting. That's the kind of theme of it. Look at the light in that grotto there. Can we get back to amber? So you want to see an amber. If you want to see some amber, Salzburg, get yourself to Salzburg. So much more to do there as well. So, beautiful place. Go and visit the convent up the top of the hill. Everyone goes to kind of like, I don't know what it is, the castle. And many miss the convent that's kind of in the other direction. So, kind of like this. When I went, I didn't go and do the castle. You can't miss the castle, or whatever it is, the palace. It's on the top of a hill. But if you actually, when you start walking up, if you go the opposite way and walk the other direction, you come to like the convent, which was so quiet and so peaceful and just very nice. Amber, awaken your creativity. Amber is a fantastic colour for increasing your creativity and strengthening your manifestation abilities. It generates deeper bonds in relationships and teaches you how to give and receive affection. That will make sense, won't it, why it's in there, the love grotto. Warmth, optimism, we're talking about that, sending out warmth. Let's talk about that on last night's live. Optimism, courage and spontaneity are among Amber's gifts. Wear amber to awaken your creative talents and abilities. I'm picking up here with the colour. It's kind of like follow the amber path. Even like the world, well, it's meant to be the moon, is highlighting the way. Okay, so the gold cup. Creativity. Hold a piece of amber or wear an amber pendant to remind you of your fun, creative, uninhibited self. Think of 5 adventurous things you would love to do. Put the one that appeals to you the most and do it today. This could be singing, dancing, painting, writing, or creating something. Give yourself permission to be playful, childlike, and joyous. Say infinite intelligence. Here we are. Okay. I mentioned about infinite, intelligence, possibilities. So say infinite intelligence, awaken my creative talents and abilities, freeing me to participate in amazing and fun experiences. And so it is. You are freed. Free to do what I want any old time. Look at the colourings of the body here, especially with the Divine Feminine. Okay. The karmic energy, it's like she had the opportunity to see it, but it's very patchy. So it's kind of like she has her moments of lightness, okay, but really she kind of wants to dwell in the heaviness. Let's get a Heal Yourself card. This has been an interesting reading. I feel like it's been a long one. Have I been on for long? 57:27. Perfect. Let's get this wrapped up. I've got the card. Sadness. The video's taken me to this energy of the karmic energy. Sadness. Card number 5. 5 being the number of transition. Let's have a look. And the only exercise really I'm asking, or the only thing I'm asking of you guys, is to listen to the link in the description box and put a thumbs up to let me know that you've listened to it. We're going all the way up to 29. We're going to 5 first. That's where we're going, to 5. 5 dimension. 5th dimension. What did it say? Think of 5 adventurous things that you would love to do. And pick the one. Pick the one that most inspires you, because that's about you being in spirit. Pick the one that most inspires you and do it today. Okay, we've got sadness. It's easy to swallow your sadness and hide behind a false smile. Yet sadness can open the door to your heart and help you access compassion. When you can truly allow yourself to cry and feel sorrow over the loss of a loved one, a lost opportunity, a broken heart, or a friendship that's ended, you cleanse your soul and allow your heart to heal. Crying and feeling vulnerable can be a sign of strength, which demonstrates your connection to your body. To admit weakness can allow you to know yourself, embrace your limitations, and evolve. Be willing to let go of the cold walls of protection you have created, which make you feel empty and sick. You don't need to get lost in your emotions. Just give yourself time to feel them and let them move through your whole being, cleansing and purifying your heart, body, and soul. I'm seeing as we're picking up really this heavy heart here. And I feel like this feminine isn't really willing to let go of this darkness. You have to be willing. But the action is relax your body, place your hands on your heart. Ask yourself, where am I holding on to feelings of loss, grief and sadness? Have you frozen your tears and cut yourself off from your feelings because you are afraid to face a person or a situation? Put on some music or a song that touches you and imagine taking off the layers of protection from your heart. Let's do that then. We just put on some music or a song that touches you. I'll just go for the music. Are you playing a song? Not just yet. Not just yet. Okay. Anyway, so put on some music or a song that touches you and imagine taking off the layers of protection from your heart. Then rub your hands together for 30 seconds. Place your hands next to each other, palms inwards, and imagine holding a bright yellow ball of light in between your palms. Place your hands on your heart and allow this yellow light to dissolve any iciness from your heart that's been transmuted over from being trapped in the past. Okay, have we got a song? We're just going to move on. We've got meerkats on the scene. They stand really tall, don't they? Okay. I think they compare the market. Compare the meerkats. There's something about the neck. How tall someone's appearing. How they're standing. I noticed with Megan yesterday, she was walking in front of me and I thought she's just looking so tall. She's a tall girl anyway. But I noticed that. I thought she's just how she holds herself. And she used to be someone that used to really slouch and walk around with her head down. And now she's just so tall and of light. Okay. Let's end with a Rumi message. Let's just do it. And when it said about playing a song, I actually felt like, what's your happy song? What's your go-to song? Put that on. Okay. Mine, I've got a few, but I do like Sir Duke, Stevie Wonder. That's my kind of go-to song. I was like going to choose a song. Okay. Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake as well. That's another one that always gets me going. Go to your go-to song. Right, let's finish with Rumi. The right choice. You who show the way. Oh, we've got two cards. Okay, don't screw your face up like that. I'm not. Okay. We'll take these two cards. We have Victory of Maryam. Maryam. 41. But it's important we read this message. Victory of Maryam. I speak about Mary last night in the live. Maybe she heard. When did we have? The last time we used this, I believe we had card number 14. Blessing of Al-Hakim. Well, the next card is Victory of Maryam. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. I am going to maybe hold up some cards if I see they're relevant, guys, just because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy pointing it out. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? Crawl under a blanket, it's like she's got this wrapped around her as her security blanket. I feel like these are the blankets as well, because I felt the energy of the darkness, the mask, the cloaks. You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Actually, there's this energy, I want to call this a fox. I know it's a wolf, but... So why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune. For love is the key that opens all your locks. Rumi. Interesting. You feel you are a mortal, and I know you are divine. You feel you are not ready for the task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. You reach to me for protection, but you are me, and the protection that you seek is already with you. We are not apart. I'm living through all that you are, and all that you love, all that you have lost, and all that you offer to me in surrender. I am in you as your courage and magnificence, and any task I send to you is simply one of the tasks for which you were born. You are an eagle with wings. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. This oracle brings you a message of affirmation and success. Your victory is already assured. You are being led into it now, no matter if you believe it not possible, and you are placing more faith in the appearance of distraction or obstacle than in utter success. No matter if you have forgotten for a moment that the divine lives in you, as you, and that apparent failure is only a part of the process, the plan through which learning happens, serving the ultimate holy victory. Yes, your victory is inevitable. So you are being given this reminder from the Holy Mother Mary, also called Mary-Ann, and the beloved divine presence of love that she serves. It is that presence that is real. It is the Holy Mother that is real. It is the divine in you that is real, and all else swells around you so your soul can play. Not so your soul can complain, so your soul can play. Every challenge and adventure is an opportunity for you to test your mettle and be what you are in truth. The eagle that flies requires space and open sky. The tigress that hunts requires hunger to drive her to fulfill her being and live her nature. You need what you need to realise your divine nature as a living holy expression of the greatest love. So life is providing for you that your needs be met. Whatever may be troubling you or is soon to present itself is not a situation or a circumstance meant to bring you trouble. You just need to allow yourself to become more eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. It is not what appears to be that is the source of challenge for you, not at all. It is only how you are viewing the situation. Can you allow yourself to shift perspective? Yes, you know this is truth. It is only in forgetfulness that fear creeps in. Oh yes, you forgot for a moment that you are divinity and to lapse into erroneous belief that the challenges are more real than the love they veil. No, the real challenge is in the attitude, not in any circumstance or situation. Will you remember that all is divinity manifesting and nothing exists outside of it? All is perfectly designed to help you fulfill your being, live your truth, experience your power, and reside in the perfection of your divine loving heart. Be curious rather than afraid. What is loving, seeking to draw out of you now? It is always love in interaction with you, even if sometimes you feel like you are hauling a massive rock on your back Amazing. Up the steepest of hills to build a temple at its apex. Yet when the temple is built overlooking the ocean, and a startling burst of golden orange sunset explodes across the water, turning it to gold, which we've been picking up on, silver, but turning it into gold, you'll forget about climbing that hill. You'll just drink in the view instead. You'll forget what you were supposed to worry about. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? You just have to love in that moment and be peaceful instead. It makes more sense to notice the sunset than to turn your back upon its glory and grumble about how heavy those rocks were. Then in your inspiration and your forgetfulness, you'll dream of another temple and the process of creation, perhaps with more lugging about of great heavy rocks, and it will begin again. But then so too will another captivating sunset be granted, best witnessed in your newly built temple that renders you speechless and spellbound. This oracle brings you guidance and comfort. Whatever is going on in your life right now, whether it brings you joy or deepest struggle, is the divine in you, as you, breaking through into your life. Do not hesitate to trust in it. Embrace it fully and let it have its way. There is nothing there that needs to be resisted. You are safe to be wild, to be alive. Live it with love and let it unfold. The promise of success is yours, so allow yourself to be brought to it through the guiding wisdom of life, the life that serves love. There is also a part of you that is daring to love, to live and to trust more so than before. You are even daring to quit the traumatic tendency to relive so many past hurts and aches. You no longer want to taunt yourself with failure and critique. You are less frightened of yourself, so you do not need to sabotage yourself anymore. You are learning love's way and claiming it as your own. That is your path to victory assured. This oracle asks you to trust in your growing optimism, to let the war be over now and put it behind you, even if it means weeping with sweet sorrow and relief for a while. The sunset is golden. The struggle is behind you. Now just rest and enjoy the golden glow as you rest with a love, as you rest with love a long, long while. That's beautiful. You must agree, come on. Yeah, you must agree. That's beautiful. Okay. Right, I feel like the hair's falling out. The hair's falling out. Is your hair falling out? Is it stress? Okay, let it all go. We've got another card. It's hiding under the Queen of Wands. Interesting, it was sandwiched in between the Queen of Wands. No, the Queen of Cups, sorry. Queen of Cups. We're just getting the cups mixed up with the wands at the moment. And the Empress. So let's have a look at what was sandwiched in between those cards. Beyond the threshold of fear. It's like squashing it. Gobble it up. You gobble up fear for breakfast. Let's go there. Beyond the threshold of fear. What do you say? You've got to say yes. Enter the lion's jungle. Don't think about getting hurt. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back, like a bar behind the door. Rumi. How I celebrate for you. After so long away from home, you are finally returning. Beyond the threshold of fear, you dispense with your doubts, hesitations, cautions, and tentativeness. They are old friends with whom you no longer have anything in common. Goodbye, old friends, I wish you well, you say. whilst turning your face to the burgeoning lights of a new and yet ancient world. You are visiting as though for the first time, and yet somehow also remember deep in your sacred heart. Finally, we can sit together in the charming courtyard at home. We shall tell our tales of adventure and laugh, and we'll dance and sing. Eventually day shall pass into night, and we'll gaze beneath our feet. Our what? Our maze. Amazed, our mouths gaping open in awe, and minds utterly blank, rendered dumb in sweet submission to beauty, as we watch the world spinning on her axis. Rendered dumb. And that was kind of the comment that was made by the others who were choosing the darkness. They kind of feel sorry for us. Look, they died like having that belief. It's like, it took for us to die to adopt that belief. It died to the old way of being. Push and pull, one step forward and half a step back. Did I finish reading that? I think so. Maybe I didn't. I feel like I've missed out. Okay, yeah, I've missed out a whole paragraph. I want to reread that part. Eventually day shall pass into night, and we'll gaze beneath our feet, our mouths gaping open in awe and minds utterly blank, rendered dumb in sweet submission to beauty, as we watch the world spinning on her axis. After so long, you are changing your relationship to fear. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to witness it, even to have compassion rather than resistance. Instead of unconsciously sabotaging your growth and choosing to slumber in darkness, you awaken and delight in the light and sound of your divine being. Push and pull, one step forward and half a step back. So it has been for so long, and you have endured. Yes, you are winning the race. Yes, you are winning the race, brave one, and fear is left to fizzle out. It was always a far less beautiful firework than your passionate conviction for love anyway. Better to let that dazzling firework come to light instead. It's much more satisfying. Oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. You are drinking the sacred waters to replenish you from your journey. The cups are pushed into your hands. The cups are pushed into your hands by encouraging angels as you approach that blessed sash marking the finish line. Your body and soul are on this journey together, and now they are ready for victory. And yes, to rest and recover from the effort. Rest now before a new adventure begins from a completely different state of being. This oracle comes with spiritual guidance for you. You have broken through a barrier. Where is this barrier? This wall. Here it is. You have broken through a barrier, a self-imposed barrier of fear, whether it seems to originate from within your consciousness or from an external set of circumstances that held you back from taking the steps you are now taking or just about to take. These steps may feel strange, new, uncertain, and exciting. Your mind might not have received the memo that fear-based existence is no longer in operation for you. It may need a loving, tender, reassuring and firm update that the relationship you have with fear is now rather different. You are the witness, not the victim. Your unconsciousness. It's because I was taken to page 115, so the devil come in with 15, but it was like I am one. Okay. With oneself. So you are the witness, not the victim. Your consciousness is strong enough to hold it in compassion. You don't collapse under its weight. In fact, it is becoming less and less substantial for you. When it is there, it seems less convincing than what it once appeared to be. Compelling still at times, perhaps, but not anywhere near as powerful as it once was. That power has been claimed by your heart instead. So give your mind the memo. Get used to the new way and take steps. Test your legs, you'll find them powerful and ready. Get set to fly. Test your wings, trust is one, daring is the other. You'll find them enthusiastic for flight and ready to learn to ride the currents, purpose-built for soaring to great heights. Trust in your vision. Without the murky filter of fear, it is sharp and clear. You can see what is meant for you, what is true for you, what is beckoning you forward now. Take the running leap. There is no darkness and light for you anymore. Just life, living free and clear. I'll be running and flying beside you. We'll soar and dive and rise together. Let's play. Okay. So guys, check out the link in the description box. Watch the video and let me know in the comments that I know that you've acknowledged and that you're in the know-how of what's actually going on right now. Have a fantastic day. That went on for 21 minutes and 11 seconds longer, over an hour. As the birdie just pointed out, perfect timing. I'm going to go. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic Saturday. Have a fantastic day every day. Why not? Why not? And I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.